Rhi Trace.
Welcome to Friday. It's a Friday, so
Friday.
yes, we try and bring you a little bit of joy and a little bit of happiness on a Friday with our happy trains. So
we do.
It's nice to have Tracy back this week. Obviously, we had Suzanne last week, which was amazing.
She's fab.
And she gave us a fabulous little technique, a little mindfulness technique. So that was brilliant.
Love Suzanne.
So the theme for today, we're talking about new things, new experiences. And the reason we came up with this is because there's lots of new happening.
Lots of new going on at the moment with us.
So many new things. So we've got a new TM3 system, the online booking system. We've got a new physio. We have a new member of staff on reception. Yeah. So there's, over the last 3-4 weeks, so many new things.
Such a lot of new.
A new year, 2021. So we thought, actually, what does the word new and new things, what does that mean to you? And, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Does it bring, anxiety and worry about new and change?
Some do, don't they?
Or does it actually bring excitement and happiness? So we were, first of all, we were chatting about New Year's resolutions, and you sort of made one, didn't you, Trace?
Yes, I was going to have a nice dry January, and I did really well up until last Saturday, and then kind of fell off.
It kind of went a bit downhill from there, didn't it?
But Rhian's been teaching me how not to be hard on myself and to love myself. So I wasn't too hard on myself.
So you had the whole bottle.
Yeah.
And I think, do you know what? So many people, like yourself, would have made New Year's resolutions, and possibly they're not happening right now. They maybe started well, it went well for the first week, 10 days, and then it kind of went a bit downhill. So we wanted to say, don't be hard on yourself, because very often these new things that we try to, new habits, new changes that we try to bring in, sometimes they're a bit unrealistic. Dry January in a lockdown. That's a little bit hard.
You did warn me, but I said, no, I'm going to do it.
I said, don't do dry January. Why are you doing that? We're in lockdown. You enjoy a glass of wine at the end of the week. And
a bottle. I think you kind of feel obliged to, New Year, because I like New Year more than Christmas, really. Always have. It's kind of, it's like a new chapter. It's almost kind of letting
out
go
with the old, with the new, and,
so
but there's something feel good. There's a feel good.
Definitely a feel good, and all the lovely things that come now, like the days getting longer, and I'll be able to walk more, so that means I can exercise more. So then, and I kind of feel obliged to go, right, well, what are they going to be this year? Same ones: diet, less booze, nicer to my kids.
So you tell me that's the things happen over and over every January.
Every year,
you make that promise.
I make those 3 promises, and I've already failed. I failed in 2. I am still losing weight though.
Oh, well done. That's brilliant.
But that's because I probably limited myself with alcohol for the first 3 weeks.
You are, but it did something.
It's worked.
It made one of your goals a bit more achievable.
It did. But don't be too hard on yourself if you don't manage to, because we all put too much pressure on ourselves, I think.
Well, I think you end up feeling a bit of a failure, don't you? You end up, and I think it's I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be motivated, and it's going to change my life, and all of that.
Expectation is really high then, and you think, and sometimes, because I do it with training, I'll think, right, I've got a gym in the garden, there's absolutely no reason that I can't be down there every morning. And then when that doesn't happen, because I've got 2 dogs and they need to be walked, and it's raining, and the bins need to go out, and the children need doing whatever before I even come to work. So sometimes you feel like you've done a day's work before you even leave the house. And then the last thing I want to do then is to go and run on the cross trainer or whatever. And then I beat myself up because I haven't done it. And then you just end up putting yourself in a space that you shouldn't put yourself in, because just be happy you go through the morning. And so realistic goals, isn't it, really?
Do you know what my New Year's resolution was?
Not to make any New Year's resolution?
No. Good guess, though. Yeah, that was a good guess. But no, it was just to feel good every day. Do whatever I can to feel good every day. Yeah. So whether that's
a good one.
Doing whatever exercise makes me feel good. So I love to dance. Absolutely love to dance. And I know. So I've signed myself and Adam up for some salsa lessons.
Oh,
so
he's gonna love you putting that on social media. Sorry, Adam, nothing to do with me.
So in all fairness to him, he hasn't got much rhythm and 2 left feet. And actually, you know, he can only do forward and back. Like his arms and his legs have been trained over all these years just to go forward and back. So there's not a lot of like rotation and fluidity and, you know, the hip action. We're lacking a bit of hip action. But do you know what? It's great. It's a bit of date night on a Friday night. We do an online salsa thing. So I'm doing something that I enjoy and that I love, and I'm making sure that every day I'm trying to feel as good as I can possibly feel. Well, so if things are getting me down, so if you've got, you know, homeschooling and that's stressing you out, it's like, what can I do right now to make me feel good? If I need to go off for a walk for half an hour on my own and go and do that, or if I need to just change my mindset and go, do you know what? How can I change this so this works better? So revelation this week was, do you know what, kids? Go and ask your teacher, or go and Google it. Stop asking me all the time. Because I was stressing out that I couldn't do my work when I was working from home. Yeah. And they're expecting so much from me.
You've got to find a way that works for you, haven't you?
They're playing me.
Of course
they're playing me. They're going, well, when I was there, it's easier to go, oh, I can't do it, it's too hard, it's complicated, I don't understand. Yeah. And then I end up spending my time with them. So now I've gone, well, Google it. So that is reducing my stress. So I'm finding ways every day, what can I do to actually make me feel good? And whether that's a bit of gratitude, whether that's, we've just started playing with the kids, it's great actually. So when we're around a dinner table, at the end of the dinner, we are doing the appreciation game. So we're actually going from one person to the other. What do you appreciate about you? So actually, the people, rather than I'm grateful for the sunshine and, you know, the boys will say my iPads, no doubt, or you know, technology.
I'm grateful,
what we appreciate in each other.
Oh, that's really lovely.
And that's really lovely because it just connects us as a family. It kind of, everyone has a little bit of a, oh, I didn't know you liked that about me, and you appreciate that about me. And so that's a lovely thing. So I'm just...
Well, yeah, if they're your kids, if they're mine, I don't know what they say. No, actually...
But you might find that actually there's things in there that go, oh, you do appreciate me when I do that then.
I could ask, I don't know what answers I'd get. Kate did say something really... Well, it was lovely, because she just randomly came out of the blue the other day. She said, Mum, every time I see a scarf or something red or something fun, it reminds me of you. And I thought, oh, I knew you loved me, really.
Well,
I know.
That's lovely.
I am a nice red, smelling nice scarf, apparently.
Oh, there you are.
I'll take it.
I'll
take that.
But I just, you know, I think
lovely,
there's so much pressure on us. You know, when we have New Year's resolutions, there's so much pressure to have I'm becoming a vegan, I'm not drinking any alcohol, I'm going to exercise every day, I'm going to meditate, do yoga, have, you know, whatever it is. Sometimes the actual goal is just too stressful and too much.
And we all want to do more of that.
The goal, and, you know, just like, I want to exercise more, just because I want to be healthy.
Leave it a little bit more
open and
so you're not putting if I don't reach that, then I failed. And you know
I want to lose a stone in a month. No, just go, do you know what? I'm going to lose some weight because I'm going to be healthier. My body's going to feel great. I'm not going to ache as much when I'm going up and down the stairs. I'm not going to get to breath as much when I do that.
Do it for that reason.
I'm going to be able to run around the garden with the kids. You know, so it's that kind of thing. Why? Well, it's for health reasons, for me to feel good. You know, it's not for me to then feel like a failure and then I'm going to want to, you know, open a packet of biscuits.
So then, the goal that you're giving yourself then, or the New Year's resolution, or is just to change your feelings about things.
Change your feelings and change your belief systems.
Yeah.
You know, change your belief
systems. You're not a failure if you, no, I'm not a failure because I had a glass of wine. I'm not.
You're not a failure. You're doing something that you enjoy that in that moment gave you pleasure.
It did.
You felt like a glass of wine, so you had one.
And then the chocolate that came with it,
well,
that was just a bonus.
Well, exactly. Wine and chocolate, like me, that's my thing as well. And brings you some joy. Then
goes together so well.
I know.
It does. You know.
So we just want you to, you know, get from today that actually you can have new things in a different way. So maybe a new thought new idea, new belief systems. You know, do it in that way rather than I want a new body or I want to.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree with that.
So change what's going on in the inside, and you'll feel so much better and so much happier about it anyway. You know, and keep giving yourself a pat on the back for all the things that you are doing.
Definitely, because I think if you make changes and you make, like, I've made a lot of positive changes since this kind of lockdown situation for however long now. Oh, and they're only small, but they have made, you know, they've affected me and in a positive way. And if you don't stop to smell the roses, then you just think, oh and it goes by. But if you think, oh, do you know what, I did that, and now that little tiny thing has had an impact.
Yeah.
So appreciate when you do make a change and it's successful.
Yeah. And it is the small things,
tiny things.
It's the small things, and you know, right? I'm not going to beat myself up so much anymore. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back.
We're so hard on ourselves.
I know. We
about
always
everything.
kind of, you know, ourselves more than anybody.
Oh,
we can be everybody else's big cheerleader. Everyone else can be, you're amazing, we think you're great.
Yeah.
But then yourself, it's like, oh, I'm not good enough, and oh, I'm stupid because I don't understand your homework. I mean, I never thought that I would be struggling with like primary school homework, but I am. But that makes you feel like,
a little bit.
God,
Ooh,
I know, but we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be doing that to ourselves.
We're not meant to. We're not the teachers. We're not meant to know. It's all moved on.
All that inner dialogue, all that inner stuff that you maybe say to yourself on a daily basis, acknowledge it, recognise that you're doing it, and then go, do you know what, I'm not going to do that to myself anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to be kind to myself, and I'm going to say kind words, and I'm going to big myself up and give myself a pat on the back for all the small things, whether that's,
I agree.
I've made an awesome cup of tea today. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. The person I made it for, they really enjoyed it. So I'm winning.
However small, however big.
However small, however big.
I was just going to say that I realised that I am my biggest critic, and you don't think of yourself like that, but I am very hard on myself. And
as I'm sure most of us are.
Yeah, but how has it taken me till 42 to realise I am very hard on myself, and just knowing that has made a difference. Yeah. Just knowing that I'm really hard on me has made me be kinder to me.
Yeah. And
so do that, because it's
actually I recognise it now and I can change it.
Well, yeah, once you, it's like what do they say? Knowledge is power, and it is. You know, I now have recognised, do you know what, you've been quite hard on yourself about that. Why is that then? Have a little think about it, and then I, do a bit of mindfulness.
The problem is, I think sometimes when I used to be not aware of my thoughts would be there, going on in the background, and I wasn't really aware of them. They would just be chit-chattering, and saying like negative stuff. So when you actually stop and you go, oh, why am I doing that to myself?
Yeah, why?
Let's choose, and we have the ability and the power to choose better thoughts. Yeah. I'm going to choose that change. Oh, you're useless, to, no, actually, you're pretty damn good. You
dealt with that, you handled that, and well done.
Yeah.
The pat on the back thing.
Yeah, exactly. So be kind to yourself.
Definitely.
And if any of you out there is going through anything new or trying new things, be kind to yourself. Don't worry if it doesn't work out as you'd imagined in your head. Actually give yourself a pat on the back for the things that you are doing, that's trying, because new can be scary and new can be challenging.
And exciting.
But it can be exciting and happy and joyful.
It should be.
Yes.
It should be.
Yeah. So change that, those negative emotions into a positive, and bring up the positive energy, and hopefully, you'll be a little bit kinder to yourself, and hopefully you feel a little bit happier and calmer. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. So
bye.
Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe. See you next week.